Hey everyone! 2025 is almost over, which means it's time to sum things up. And I won't be doing it alone.
That's right. Today we're taking a look back at all the iconic vehicles that made their way into the game this year.
The spring update continued last year's trend and brought even more modern artillery into the game. The Soviet tech tree received the Tu-S-19 self-propelled howitzer in 2 variants.
But the most memorable HE Slinger of the year wasn't the Mista. That honor goes to the M55 SPG, which joined the ground forces of 5 nations at once. It set a new record for the largest caliber gun firing conventional shells in ground battles.
One of the most anticipated aircraft additions was the FA-18. The Hornet may not be the best 4th-generation fighter out there, but its iconic status is undeniable. And just recently, the Super Hornet arrived as well, featuring, among other things, an AESA radar.
Speaking of AESA radars, in real life, one of the first aircraft to use one was the Japanese F-2, which also joined War Thunder in 2025. And with the December update, AESA-equipped fighters appeared in almost every nation. The Golden Eagle, Sufa, Gripen E, J-10C, and top-tier Typhoons became the undisputed kings of the sky this winter.
And that list still isn't final. Various Su-30 variants also became iconic additions. The thrust vectoring versions in particular are truly impressive. They have rightfully earned the title of aerial acrobatics champions.
On the ground, the defining class of the year was clearly modular SAM systems. The first 3 arrived for the USA, Germany, and Japan back in summer, and now there are around a dozen such systems in the game for nearly every nation. Those that didn't get modular systems received classic SAMs with comparable capabilities instead.
2025 also brought a lot of vehicles designed for aggressive, fast-paced gameplay. Tankers got wheeled vehicles, IFVs, and light tanks armed with autocannons and ATGMs, perfect tools for rapid flanking attacks.
We also filled in gaps in the tech trees by adding 4 new subtrees. Germany received Swiss Aviation with several unique aircraft. Japan gained Thai ground and air vehicles, as well as modern fighters from the Royal Malaysian Air Force. And Sweden saw the growth of a small but interesting Norwegian subtree featuring Mosquito aircraft.
Helicopter pilots weren't left out either. 2 unusual machines joined the game: the Comanche, the only true stealth attack helicopter, and the high-speed Cheyenne, with its unique pusher propeller. The number of fire-and-forget missile carriers also increased, with almost every helicopter nation now fielding such weapons.
The lineup of jet trainers expanded as well. It now includes the Czechoslovak L-39, British and Indonesian Hawk 200s, and the Italian MB-326 in 2 variants.
We didn't forget about naval commanders. The fleet received some of the most famous battleships of the 20th century, including the mighty Iowa and the legendary Yamato and Bismarck. Oh, and now the Navy has its own Sherman. And yes, you can put a Sherman decorator on it. You can never have too many Shermans.
This year will also be remembered for its original and sometimes downright bizarre designs. Just think of the XF-5U, the reward from the Dreams Come True event. And in the final update of the year, the DB-LK arrived, a strong contender for the title of strangest aircraft, right alongside the Flying Pancake. And how could we forget the American Fireball? It's the first aircraft in the game to combine a jet engine with a piston engine.
There's also room on our list for newcomers with complicated real-world histories, vehicles that haven't even entered service yet. Things may be uncertain for them in reality, but in War Thunder, the Booker light tank and the Ajax IFV fit in just fine.
Older machines deserve attention too. During the April Fool's event, players could try out World War I-era vehicles, and some of them even made it into hangars. And right now, everyone can take part in the winter event, with prizes including a true record holder, the legendary MiG-25 PD Interceptor.
Now get ready for some numbers. How many vehicles does War Thunder have by the end of 2025? Let's count them up. 108 helicopters, 233 coastal fleet vessels, 308 blue water ships, 1,174 ground vehicles, and 1,271 aircraft. That's a total of 3,094 vehicles.
Be honest, how much of that fleet have you already collected? And how many vehicles have you fully spaded?
Share your records in the comments, and see you very soon. Tomorrow we'll be looking back at how War Thunder's graphics evolved throughout 2025.